بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم, my second secondary school. Welcome to a new lesson today, which is 3B, listening and speaking. Please open your books on page 47. We have here discussion. Before we go on, exercise A, let's look to what we will learn today. First one is to compare and make decision, to respond to an announcement and ask for information. So today, inshallah, we will cover these two objectives. Let's move to discussion here. The first question, do you enjoy reading? Ask yourself, do you enjoy reading? Actually, for me, I love reading. They say that today's readers are tomorrow's leaders. Today's readers are tomorrow's leaders. Who is a leader? A leader is someone who controls a group of people or organization. That's why you must read. Okay, what about the next question here? Have you ever read an e-book? What does it mean, e-book? E stands for electronic. Electronic book, or accessed an e-library, electronic library, yes or no? What is your opinion about them? For me, yes, I've read some e-books. I think it is very useful or very convenient. They are able to access online libraries and be able to download thousands of books and read them everywhere you want. They are not heavy, actually, in contrast with printed books. So, what about your opinion? Okay. Let's move to B. We have here listening. Listen to a conversation between two friends about e-resources. What about e-resources? Electronic resources, for example, films, pictures, books, and write T for true or F for false. Before we play the audio, we have to read these questions. Number one of the boys was studying in the library. 2, one of the boys is not familiar with e-books. What does mean familiar? Means he has not used before the e-books. 3, according to Will, based on what Bill said or Will said, using printed books is more convenient, is better than using e-books. 4, the boys' school library has over 30,000 printed books. Craig, this is the man's name, thinks that e-books help the environment. 6, Craig decided to use only e-books in the future. So we have these sentences and we have to write T or F for the false one. I will play the audio. Please listen.
3B, listening and speaking. Listening. B, listen to a conversation between two friends about e-resources and write T for true or F for false.
Hi Will, how are you?
Craig, good to see you.
I just finished a school project and I'm going for a walk. Is the library open today? No, it's closed. But I was studying in the computer room. Oh, I see. So, this time I used e-books. You know, electronic books.
Oh, right. How does that work? Our teacher was telling us about it, but I'm a little confused.
It's very convenient. The school has an e-library, and all the books in our library can be found online.
Very handy. No need to carry all that weight around.
That's right. But also, it's very helpful because, as the books are in electronic form, that means that you can search for keywords more easily. Say, if I am not sure a book is suitable for my project, I can type in a relevant word or phrase, for instance, environmental destruction, and the computer will find all the instances of that word or phrase in the book.
That's very impressive. Still, I think I like printed books better. I mean, I enjoy turning the pages and holding the book in my hands. I'm not much of a computer person.
But Craig, with e-books you save lots of time, and that's not all.
What do you mean?
Well, our school e-library provides access to more than 30,000 books.
That's amazing. Our library is so small. I had no idea we had so many books.
That's my point, we don't. You see, our school must have cooperated with other school libraries and created a combined database that includes all their books.
Fantastic. So, even if our library doesn't have a specific book, there is still a chance you can find it in the e-library.
Exactly. That's what I did for my project.
You know, now that I think about it, there is one other advantage in using e-books.
What's that?
They're environmentally friendly. You don't need to cut down trees to make an e-book, do you?
No, you certainly don't.
Thanks for letting me know, Bill. I might think about using e-books for my next project.
Okay, this is about the listening here. You can go back to Ain and use the barcode in your box and to re-listen to this task again. Okay, I will here go through the listening task. We have here Craig. Hi, Will, how are you? Craig, good to see you. I just finished a school project. What does it mean here, just? Just means a moment ago. A school project, big homework that required lots of work, and I am going for a walk. Is the library open today? No, it is closed, but I was studying in the computer room. Where was Will studying? In the computer room. Let's go back to number one. One of the boys was studying in the library. So what do you think about this sentence? Is it true or false? Yes, perfect, it is false. Oh, I see. Oh, I understand. So how many books did you borrow? Borrow means that when you borrow books and you didn't buy it, you just take it, read it, then give it back. Actually, I didn't. What? You must have used books for your project. Sure, only this time I used e-books, electronic books, you know, electronic books. Oh, right. How does that work? Our teacher was telling us about it, but I am a little confused. I don't know what to do. It's very convenient. The school has an e-library, electronic library, and all the books in our library can be found online. So you can use our library if you're not from our school also. So every school can use of the e-library. Very handy. So what does it mean? It's very useful. No need to carry all that weight around. That's right. But also it's very helpful because as the books are in electronic form, that means that you can search for keywords more easily. Keywords, For example, you write a word in search bar to find anything related to this word. Say if I am not sure a book is suitable for my project, I can type in a relevant word or phrase, for instance, environmental destruction, and the computer will find all the instances of that word or phrases in the book. Instance here means all books have the same words. This is environmental destruction. That's very impressive. This is amazing. Still, I think I like printed books better. I mean, I enjoy turning the page and holding the book in my hands to feel books. I'm not much of a computer person. But Craig, with e-books, you save lots of time. You don't waste your time. And that's not all. What do you mean? Well, our school e-library provides access to more than 30,000 books. Wow, what's a large number here. That's amazing. Our library is so small. I had no idea we had so many books. That's my point. We don't. You see, our school must have cooperated with other school libraries and created a combined database. What's combined database? Combined means put things together and mix them. Database means files and data saved on computer. Fantastic. So even if our library doesn't have a specific book, there is still a chance you can find it in the library. Exactly. That's what I did for my project. You know, now that I think about it, there is one other advantage in using e-books. What's that? They are environmentally friendly. You didn't need to cut down trees to make an e-book. Do you? No, you certainly don't. Thanks for letting me know. Well, I might think about using e-books for my next project. So let's go back to our sentences here, true or false. Number one of the boys was studying in the library. We said it's false. What about number two? One of the boys is not familiar with e-books. We heard about Will and Craig. Yes, excellent. So here it's true. 3, according to Will, using printed books is more convenient than using e-books. This is Will. Actually, it is false. Excellent. 4, the boys' school library owns over 30,000 printed books. What about this sentence? It's also false. Number 5, Craig thinks that e-books help the environment. Craig, the first boy who was talking in the conversation. Yes, it's true. Excellent. Number 6, Craig decided to use only e-books in the future. Only e-books. Actually, it's not. That's for true and false sentences. Let's move to speaking here. We can see pictures here. We can see devices. We can see here a mobile phone, laptop, this is a digital camera, and this is camcorder. Imagine that you are going, imagine means capture it in your head. Imagine that you are going on a trip for a couple of weeks, for 2 weeks, with some friends. And you can only take 2 of the devices shown below. We have here 4 devices. You will just take 2 of these devices. First, Talk to each other about how useful each of these devices, talk with your friends, would be to you. Then decide which two you would take with you in your trip. Decide which the two that you will take with you and tell us why, what's the reason. How useful would each of the devices be to you? How much useful? And which two would be, or which two would you take with you on a trip? We have here words and we have phrases. You can use some of these words and these phrases. We have here the words handy, means it is you have it, easy or useful. And we have the words particular, means effective, convenient, it's comfortable, keep in touch, means contact. Remember the moments, don't forget the special moments. Amusement means the feeling that you have, you think that something is funny. This is amusement. Relaxation means a way of resting here. And we have these expressions you can use in this talking. We have a tip. Pay attention to the tip here. There are no right or wrong answers, but you must make sure to justify your answers. What does it mean, justify? To give reasons why you picked this device, why you picked mobile, why you picked the, for example, the laptop. This is not monologue. What's monologue? Monologue actually is a long speech given by one speaker. So this is not a monologue. You have to take turns to speak with your friends. Listen to your partner's opinion and response by either agreeing or disagreeing with it. Focus on the written prompts above the visuals to keep the task in mind. You have to pay attention to the visuals, the pictures. Don't forget that there are two parts to the task. We have two parts. The first one is to express in the instructions as first, talk, discuss. And the second part is then decide. So you have two parts here. So towards the end of the task, you must reach a decision that you have negotiation with your partner. So let's go back and we will make a speaking between two friends. For example, we will pick up here some, we have suggested answers. You can have a look, then I will give you that speaking. Look at this one. If you want to use mobile phone, it's either for communicating with friends, since we have here 5G nowadays. We have camcorder, necessary if you want. You have camera here, and you have a laptop. So let's read some of these answers. Ideal for communicating with friends and relevance, even if you are traveling so far. Since the new 3G mobile, nowadays it's 5G mobile phones, offer unlimited roaming everywhere in the world. Also, a mobile phone allows you to call in cases of emergency or danger. Also, you can take photos. We have here camcorder. It is necessary if you want to remember all the places you have visited during your holiday. It is only drawback, and is that because it is quite expensive. Tourists carrying one become target for thieves. You will be very disappointed to go back home without it. if it gets stolen, especially because your recording would also be lost. Camera. I can't think of any tourist who doesn't have a digital camera. The most convenient way to remember all the places one has visited. On top of this, most digital cameras allows you to upload the image on special websites and not worry in case you lose it or it gets stolen. Also, they are not as bulky as they used to be. They can fit almost everywhere or anywhere since the new ones are literally the size of credit card. Last one here we have laptop. Unless you are traveling for business, you really don't need to take the laptop with you. It is bulky and can break easily, especially if you carry it in your backpack. On the top of this, you can find a computer and an internet connection almost anywhere, almost you go everywhere. Okay, so what you have to do here with your friend, you have to take turns, pick two devices, choose whether you want here, whether you want a laptop or a mobile phone, digital camera or camcorder. Choose two and tell her the reasons why. What's the reason that you picked up this device? To use these words, and you can use these expressions. For example, I think if I take my mobile with me, I can take photos and videos. I would definitely take, for example, a laptop because I want a large memory with me, because you can say the reasons that you have. It will be take turns between you and your friend. Try to use many and various vocabulary as you can. That's for all. Thank you. For more information and listen, you can visit our website and Twitter account. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.